Hey you guys. Okay, I'm gonna try to do my first makeup application tutorial video, and I'm gonna keep it short because it doesn't take long. Here's the colors that I use on a regular basis, and I'm going to use, I usually use the flat end of the detail brush to put my main color on. I dot it onto my face, and then I kind of just push it into the skin and just blend it around. But today I'm gonna use the small end of the bronzer brush, okay? The bronzer and powder brush, because it gives a really natural finish. And a lot of people who are trying Seint makeup for the first time, you want a lighter coverage, and so this will give you a light to medium coverage, so it will even out your skin tone but not be heavy looking at all, and it's gonna just blend it in as you apply it. Okay, so there are lots of different ways to apply this makeup, but because I'm kind of old school, I like to apply my main color all over before I put my highlight color on, or my contour or anything. I'll show you contour, but you do have the option to just use bronzer instead of, and you can skip the contour if you don't have that, if you want a very natural look at the very beginning, okay? But I'll show you what it looks like. All right, so I'm gonna use the color Sandy mixed with amber. Okay, Sandy mixed with amber, and I just see how I just dot it in like that, so I just get a little bit on the bristles, and then I'm going to, in a circular motion, just apply it all over my skin. That immediately covered my entire forehead. Just a few dots of the color. Okay. So, and this is super soft bristles, so if you're starting to get some of those fine lines, shh, I won't tell anyone. It won't be harsh on your skin to just push it into the skin, okay? And then I like to just pull it down just a little bit on my neck to match the color, so I don't have a line that looks different. But you see how that immediately, and I even put a little bit, just the last amount on my brush. I add it to my eyelids. But I'm gonna put some highlight on now, okay? So that's my main color, and you see how immediately it still looks natural, it's just skin, but it evened out the redness, and my entire face looks more just even, but it still looks like skin, right? So, okay. So then my highlight color, I'm going to use Aura, and here's where I apply the highlight. Oh, actually I was gonna show you contour first. I'm gonna use, because I don't have my usual brush here that I apply contour with, I'll use this pointy end. You can actually use this little end, but I already put some highlight on there. This little end of the detail brush, you can put contour on with that. But contour is just a shadow color. It's kind of like a, wherever your shadows of your face normally are, it adds, and I'm gonna blend this in, don't you worry, okay? Right under the cheekbone here. And a tip for a contour color is to match it to your hair. It should be close to your hair color. Then it looks natural and it doesn't look forced. It doesn't look like you just put dark lines on your face. And so you just put a little bit, and it gives you that 3D look to your face instead of just one color. I like to put a little bit under my chin, jawline, like this. And we're gonna put a little bit of bronzer there too. Okay, these lines, this will make your nose look straighter and narrower. You put the lines. I have a mirror in front of my face too. I should actually use the mirror. It would be easier to see what I'm doing. But these are going to blend in because I'm going to now put the highlighter, okay? So I'm using the, you want a shade lighter than your main color, and this one is called Aura. I really like it. It's a warm color, and it's really close to the concealer I used to use before I started using Seint. Again, I need to look at the mirror instead because it's easier to see what I'm doing. So putting that on, and then I put it down my nose and up onto my forehead, a little dot of it on my chin, and then I'm gonna go right alongside the lines I just made, and I'm gonna brighten up the middle of my face by adding it to the corners of my eye right here and pull down. We're gonna blend all this in, okay? And then you make a little triangle under your eye. And so, like this, make a triangle here. And then I'm going to, the rest that's on my brush, I'm just going to apply over my eyelid. Okay, so I'm using the small end of the detail brush to put this on. Now, you see the lines and you see the triangle and all of that, and you see this little dot of color. This is just brightening up the whole middle of your face, okay? Where you normally have light hitting your face anyway. And then what I do is I use this end of the brush to blend it in, of the detail brush, to blend it all in. Because it's small enough to get there in the corner of my eye, and I just dot it on. You can use the small end of the bronzer brush to blend it in if you want to, because that is also a really nice airbrushed look. And if you don't have the detail brush or something, then you can. But this is already in my hand anyways because I'm using it for my highlights. So that's why I just dot it on, and you see how it just blends right in. And now I blend those. If you don't have contour and you just have bronzer, you can put bronzer in the place of contour. It just looks like, it will just give you a little bit more of a glow. And I'm gonna put bronzer on right now so I can show you. It just gives you that like sun-kissed glow. I'm putting bronzer in almost the same area that I put the contour. Now I haven't blended that in yet because I'm gonna put bronzer on, okay? So I'll use Bella bronzer to show you what it looks like, and I'll use the small end of the bronzer blush. Again, bronzer brush. Just dot it into the color and then dot it onto your face and go all the way up along the side, like blend it in a C shape. Okay, it goes like that across your cheek. Dot it on. My hair is big today. Put it up here. And now I'm just gonna start blending it in. Blend it into your hairline, just like this. And I'm gonna blend that contour line up with the bronzer. Looks like a little less on this side, so I'm gonna add. And you see how it's really just looks like skin. It gives you a nice little glow across your cheeks, like that. You can put a little bit down here on your where the sun is already hitting you, forehead. it gives you a nice color to your skin, but it still looks like skin. It doesn't look like you're wearing shiny, glittery bronzer, okay? And then I put contour here, remember? So I'm just gonna blend it in and pull this color down. You know how your neck is always really white because the sun doesn't hit it, even when you're laying out in the sun? Just pull the remaining color that's left from the bronzer, kind of go along your jawline and pull it down. So it just barely gives you a little bit of color to your neck, and it blends the color of your neck in with your face. Oof, I'm sitting on the floor. There we go. Okay, and now I'll just add a little blush color, and I'm gonna use the same end of this, and then I'm gonna put some powder on with this end, okay? I'm gonna use sandstone. Actually, I'll use saffron, okay? Saffron, and I'm just gonna show you. This is how bright it looks. It looks like bright red. And when I put it on my lips, it is a brighter color. Really pretty for like a night out type of thing. You can just put some gloss on top of it. But when I use it as blush, just dot a couple of dots. Doesn't look like I have any on there, but I do. You can see the reddish tint, okay? And then I just put it right on top of the bronzer, but just very light. I love our lip and cheek colors because they are really sheer when you just dot it in and then dot it onto your face like that. See how that just adds a teeny glow, and it's not bright. On the tin, it looks like bright red, but when you put it on your skin, it's just translucent. Right on top of the bronzer, it just gives you that nice little glow, okay? I love saffron. It's a really good color. Sandstone, this one right here, is a really good color for cheeks as well. I don't love it as much on the lips by itself. For me, it's a little too brown for my coloring, but it's good for my cheeks. Okay, and then, like I said, I'm gonna I ran out of vanilla dust powder, so I'm using a different one, but it's really similar. And just put it on the fluffy end of the brush and apply all over again, eyelids even. And this is gonna also give you a very natural, very airbrushed look. It's gonna take all the shine down and just dot it on, and eyelids, under the eyelids, nose. It just feels soft and fluffy. And you see how that just blended everything together, and there's no harsh colors, and I still look like I don't have makeup on. See how natural that looks, except for my lip color because I put that saffron on the bottom there. But I haven't put any eyeshadow on or anything, so if you want just a very unmade up look that is very, your face still, it looks like just skin, and very natural, but it's even. The skin tone is all even, and just looks really good. So it makes you look 10 years younger, hopefully. So yeah, that is how you apply a very natural face look. And sometime I'll do some tutorial adding, eye color, eyeshadow, and stuff like that, which is super easy too. We can do some really easy ways to apply it, like 2 colors or 3 colors. All right, let me know if you have any questions.